I think of a couple examples in particular that I've been really impressed on young professionals networking is they definitely had a plan. They went in knowing, hey, here's some companies and individuals that I want to interact with. I've researched those companies, so I have some really good questions, almost as if I was going in to interview them a little bit and get a better understanding of the company.
I had a student one time that I met in a school career fair. And the student stand out because the student came in very well prepared. The student knew who I was, and the student also, because he checked me on LinkedIn before. So he knew who I was, and he did research of the company through LinkedIn in their webpage. So when he came, he actually was very well prepared. And because he was very well prepared, then the networking was more efficient than, in my opinion, to other students that came just asking the typical question about who are you and what do you do.
I was looking at your website and I noticed that you guys really stand for these values, and you have an opportunity available right now in this area. Could you tell me a little bit more about this role or the opportunities that might be coming down the road? So they had really taken the time to understand. They came purposefully to talk to me and not just like, hi, my name's such and such. What is it that DuPont does? It was a great interaction because they knew who we were, we could get right to the point, and I could really guide them in the right direction, and it left a really solid impression on me that I wanted to go back and take that student's resume and figure out how we could fit them into a role.
I like confidence. I like somebody who looks like they're starting to get life figured out as a young person.
I can't help but think of times at AFA when we're at a conference that Land O'Lakes has been able to sponsor and be able to support students there. And when a student comes up and lets us know how thankful they are for that opportunity and letting us know that they appreciate the sponsorship, you can't help but enjoy that and be able to see exactly who you're helping benefit by being there.
So what not to do in networking, I would say first and foremost, make sure it's a two-way conversation. Networking is not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. So you want to make sure that both parties are benefiting from the conversation and from the networking experience.
To me, I think the biggest mistake people make in a networking event or networking opportunity is thinking that it is a job fair. To come up to, I think, a company or an individual that is working at a company and say, what jobs do you have open for me? Here's my background, just isn't the appropriate time and place for that.
Don't come unprepared. You may not always have the luxury of knowing every person that's going to be in the room or every company that's going to be represented. But if you have an idea, take the time to do your homework.
And something that makes it pretty obvious, because body language says it all, is being 100% there in the conversation. If you're talking one-on-one with somebody, just be there, give them all your eye contact, show that you're listening and engage in that conversation.
One of the things I would just encourage, just be yourself. I think that students sometimes maybe overthink networking and these events, and I would just encourage you to be yourself.